You know, this is starting to feel like chili pepper weather. Paimon's hungry for some fresh and fiery, spicy foods that let your taste buds have a blast. And if there's one dish that fits the bill, it's blackback perch stew. Come on, let's pay a visit to One Min Restaurant.
my honor to serve you.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
Thank you. So very much. What's happening? As you wish.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
Wheel of life.
What are you staring at?
If you ever... I'm Beto. You've heard of my ship, the Crux, and its crew? If you too love adventure, then join me. I've got your back. When stuck on a deserted island, rain is a precious source of... Yo, good morning. I'm about to head off. Coming with me? Let's get Xiangling to whip us up something for lunch. Believe me, a hot meal from her is far better than the salted fish we eat out at sea. All right, I'm off for a drink. No one willing to sell you a proper drink, huh? Perhaps I can. Time moves quickly. Go. May the wind be at your back. We're setting sail. Men, to your posts. A new adventure is about to begin. Before you step foot on the Alcor, you need to answer one question. When the sea is full of perils, why is it you still wish to come aboard my ship? If you can change something, change it. If you can't, don't waste time thinking about it. That's how I go about things. But really, if you get stuck, come find me. I'll help you deal with it. My hobbies? Let me think. Well, there's adventure, sailing, making friends, drinking, eating. More than I can count on one hand. I like food with robust flavors. Spicy fried meat or spicy tofu are my favorites. Sitting down to a big, hearty meal together where everyone can fill their bellies. Now that's when things get lively. All right. All this talk is making me hungry. Not a fan of anything cold. Does nothing to fire up my appetite. I'd rather fry up a few fish. At a loss? When you don't know what to do, just take the first step. The rest will figure itself out naturally.
Made another handsome sum today. Today, we delve deeper into the moon chase lore.
A toast to our success. As expected of my daughter, your culinary skills are getting...
Life goes on.
Should I save this money?
Let the show begin.
Made another.
Come with me.
As expected of my daughter, your culinary skills are getting
Hey,
better.
guess who's here? Oh, no way! It's the Traveler and Punch.
Ah, Traveler, welcome. Good to see you.
We want some blackback.
All right, blackback perch stew it is.
Thanks, Chef
I was just thinking about you guys, and now you're here. It feels like you heard my call and came running.
You mean you were about to come looking for...
Uh-huh. There's something I want to discuss with you guys. Did you happen to see how the city looked on the way over here? Everyone's getting ready for the Moon Chase Festival.
Moon Chase Festival?
And that's right. Moon Chase is a big festival where we celebrate the arrival of the fall by moonlight. The old folks say that thousands of years ago, this was the time of the year when the Adepti would seek the way. But it's completely different nowadays. We eat our favorite foods, spend time with friends and relatives, enjoy the moon and the flowers. So much easier. Basically, we just do all the things that people like doing and don't take a whole lot of effort.
Sounds like Paimon's...
With your great taste in food, Moon Chase Festival is sure to be to your liking.
Hey, if you got a problem with Paimon's taste, just spit it out.
So are you guys free these days? I'm taking part in this year's Masterful...
That's right. Getting some suggestions from friends.
Masterful chefs?
Right, yeah. Every year, Moon Chase Festival has a different theme, usually picked by the Qixing. This year's theme is Feast of the Bounteous Land, so the Qixing decided to organize a cooking competition.
Feast of the Bounteous Land. Pretty much sums up what Leo is all about.
I totally agree. I heard it was Ningguang that came up with it. She's so amazing and so full of mystery. Well, I want to take part in the competition, but coming up with new dishes is hard work. So I was thinking I could get the two of you to help by gathering everyone's thoughts on what makes a great dish. I really want to think outside the box this time.
This'll be a piece of cake. We've got friends from all over the map, haven't we?
You sound pretty...
Well, you know. But first things first, let's have a delicious one.
Okay, great. Also, Golbat should be back soon, so we...
Here's your blackback perch stew, folks.
It smells so good.
It's...
That was so delicious. Theory can...
Xiangling can be a bit of a handful, so please look out for her while you're out and about.
Come on, Dad! Why would you say that?
Because I know you all too well, my dear. That's why. You mustn't be quite so reckless when you're out in the wild, you understand?
Don't worry, we're all friends here.
Ah, and Gloma's back. Roly-poling around is he?
All right, let's pack.
Cheap and tasty, not chewy.
I think I may have overeaten. We delve deeper into the moon
To our
chase
success.
So, it's outside the box thinking that we're looking for, right? Huta always seems to have a unique perspective.
What? My ears... yeah, it's Paimon and the Traveler. Oh, and Xiangling, too. Oh, of course, Hutao. Way outside the box. Meaning you're here for some other reason, right? How might I be of assistance? Well, Hutao, I wanted to... What food I like? Off the top of my head, I don't really have an answer.
Wow, so even Hutao gets lost for words sometimes. Paimon...
Come on, even the chirpiest birds clock out for the night, right? I'm no different.
Pretty sure clocking out isn't something...
Right! There's no need to overcomplicate it. I see. Launching a new poached fish and shrimp dumplings. That's... Well, it is and it isn't. Think about it. Poached fish is hot and spicy with a powerful aroma. It's a dynamic dish. Add a side of shrimp dumplings, and there's your static component. Got it? Dynamic? No, not that kind of dynamic. A dish is more than substance, it's a mood. Poached fish is red and spicy. It elicits a response from the eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. That's why I call it dynamic. Shrimp dumplings are more subdued, clear and smooth with a pure and subtle fragrance. I call that static. Combining dynamic and static is how you...
Paimon?
Okay.
So is this just another way of...
Bingo! Except I don't think you need to have a sweet dish for it to be a complete meal. Personally, I always skip dessert.
Okay, I think I got it. At first I thought you were just... How did I... When it comes to telling tales, the storytellers have got...
Sounds suspiciously like a compliment to me. I'll take... Everything in this world runs on its own set of principles, be it the circle of life or sugar and spice.
Since the traveler seems to approve. Paimon thinks so pretty...
Boo Boo Pharmacy? Yeah, you'll definitely get some interesting responses over there. If you find out anything interesting, you've got to come back and tell me about it.
The key here is consumer psychology.
Oh, why? If it isn't the special guests who seldom visit. Yikes! Oh, it's just Chung.
Welcome.
No. I'm entering this year's cooking competition, so I wanted to ask you both. Oh, wait, there's Most you need to know what it's all the...
Chi-Chi has some gustatory dysfunction and can't taste any food. Make no mistake, she's not being uncooperative.
Oh, I understand. That's fine. Still, I'd expect Chi-Chi to have some sort of dietary preference. Sensation? Coconut milk. Well, that doesn't help us. How about you two? I like bite-sized...
I agree with many of our patients are the elderly, and we also see
Got it. Medicine...
I must apologize for having such a one-track mind. It's a little difficult to think about food without worrying about the health implications these days. We've had quite the endless stream of patients recently. If you ask me, I think the changing weather is to blame.
That's okay. Everyone's input counts. Keeping it medicinal dishes have higher demands in terms of nutritional balance than the kind of food I normally cook. I don't usually focus on medicinal properties, but since this is for a competition, maybe I can... Food with substance. Always better. It's a great suggestion. You're welcome. As long as we could help. It's great to have a doctor's unique perspective.
Oh, how you flatter me.
Receptivity to Oh, she is! Creating new dishes is Xiangling's favorite thing to do. You can be sure she'll put lots of care and attention into it. Everyone's got their hobbies, and mine is cooking. Usually I just go with my own ideas, but having a... Great! That makes... All right, time to move on. Coconut milk. Now I want coconut milk.
Food and medicine are inextricable.
Oh, it's the Traveler in Paimon. And Xiangling.
Greetings, friend.
Hey, what brings you here?
Something
What's with this great big stone on the ground?
Long story. So, just to confirm, I will assume responsibility for handling this stone of unknown origin.
None here. You know how to get things done, Kuching. As long as it's with you, I can rest easy knowing that it's in safe hands.
Should I take this to mean that you doubt the relative safety of leaving this in the head?
Huh? Well, for starters, Ketching is the one who's always out running errands, rain or shine. Besides, you don't seem to give a wooden more about this whole thing anyway, so what's it to you?
I was merely joking. You, meanwhile, seem only too ready to pounce when an opportunity to By no means. You wish to know about the stone, I presume. Then let me invite you.
Well, it's a big one, right? And such a smooth
It was found by a fishing crew, not far off the coast. It must have been underwater for years. So the
Finds like this cannot be kept as private property, and must be submitted to a holder of public office. Placing it into...
So, well, we've hit it with just about every weapon we could get our hands on and haven't managed to even dent it yet. Clearly there's more to it than meets...
No weapon could smash it open. What?
Kuching has taken an unusually keen interest in this giant stone, which is why we are leaving the matter...
Let's put that aside for a second. Traveler.
Actually, we were looking for...
Oh? Hopefully not.
No, nothing like that. Paimon's just getting carried away. Food preferences?
I have rather simple tastes.
That's your idea of
I summed up my culinary requirements in 4 words.
A few weeks out on the open ocean would fix your flawed definition of simplicity, let me tell you that.
What about you, Pip?
Me? If it's freshly cooked and piping hot, that floats my boat. If it's got a little chili pepper in there, too,
Paimon thought you would have said bar food.
As for me... Okay, got it. So, seafood. And that's where I would disagree. Travelers. Oh my, they're my favorite. You need to wash and devein the shrimp, wrap it and finely slice. They're very precisely put together.
Huh. So what you're saying is, for all the frills and trills, good food...
I heartily agree. Golden shrimp balls are a prime example. Their essence lies in combining art and nutrition. Okay, got it. So Kuching loves golden shrimp balls. I didn't say that. Alrighty. Thanks for all your input. I'll be sure to... Traveler, Paimon, do you have any... Good. I'd like you to help...
You picked the right people for the...
My thoughts exactly. The Qixing has a pub... I'm sure you've become acquainted. My grandfather was a researcher of Li. Very few written records make mention. One folktale even claims that the ancients found the Stove God's shrine, but there was no statue. Only a huge, smooth slab. Shortly after it was found, the stone... After many years of research... But this is all just theory and conjecture. To prove... Now that Rex Lapis has passed on, and Liwa has entered the age of humankind, his successors should continue to respect our nation's culture and traditions. Just as he did. That's why I think the responsibility for this It was just a couple of days ago that we received this stone. Right after we decided...
3 birds with 1 stone, huh? That's pretty efficient.
Hey, don't worry about that. This sounds super... Besides, we're only... What? Why are we... Kuching, can I tag along? Uh-huh. Since it's all up... Please, let me... If it means that much to you. Really? Now that's...
All right, then it's...
There's still a long road ahead.
I'll bring my seasonings.
Hi, Granny. Are there any old
Oh, there is an old warehouse over
The Feiyun Commerce Guild's youngest?
Paimon didn't know they had a warehouse.
Help! Ah, I'm being robbed!
It came from that direction. Come on!
Race you! Out of the frying pan!
Stop! Wind blade!
Boba, get them!
I've come here to clean.
Are you alright?
I am, thanks to all of you.
We'll try not to take up too much of your time. I understand that this book warehouse is the property of the...
The stove god?
Huh?
Yeah, a friend of mine who conducts research mentioned it once before. We use stoves for cooking, and stoves are built for... Some people think that the stove is a gift from the Lord of Geo. And that's why they call him the stove.
Seems logical enough, but do you have any...
Oh, any questions? Please, ask away.
Hey, it's Chongyun and Xingqiu!
Hello, one and all.
Hey guys, what are you doing here?
I was bored with nothing to do, and thought I'd come out this way for a bit of reading. And then I thought, why not bring Chongyun along too?
Yes. I'm just along for the ride, really.
I see the Yuheng Kuching is with you. Whatever brings...
Master Xingqiu, if I may be so bold, do you happen to know if there are any texts on the subject?
Since I personally selected which volumes to store here, I do have some recollection of their contents. If my memory betrays me not, there is one volume among them called Demystifying the Legends.
Might I take a...
Certainly. If it pleases my lady, I shall lead the way. Sheng, I will take care of things here. You're free to go about your own business.
They're back! So did you find it?
Yes, Master Xingqiu has quite an exceptional memory. It says the following. The body of the dragon wielded a tail that could eclipse the sun, and claws to command fire and teach the ways of wisdom. Receiving the gift bequeathed unto them, humankind cooked food with fire, and thus did they prosper.
The body of a dragon? The stories about Rex Lapis say the same.
That much is true. But this is the only passage in the whole book. If we want to find out more, there's nothing further to discover here.
I come from a long lineage of exorcists, and our family too has amassed a number of ancient texts. Now that you mention this...
Books are penned by people. All they can do is show what the author was thinking. Everyone's mind is different, so every book on a given topic will give a different account. I apologize that we could not help in—
Your help thus far is Thank you all. We will continue our investigation. Hold up. I had a question.
Food? Oh no. You're not thinking of
Yeah, I totally am.
Xiangling, this is a major event. I beg you, please don't cook anything
What do you mean strict?
mushroom slime stew, to give one example.
Okay, fair enough. That dish isn't my most popular. But that's why I'm doing all this research. So
Well, in that case,
That's because you can't handle hot and
yes, you're absolutely right.
My tastes are on the mild side. I prefer gentle dish.
No surprises from...
Okay, and
These are just personal preferences, and everyone's are quite different. Are you sure this eclectic mix of opinions?
of course, you're my customers, and putting...
Though Xiangling's market research blade stabs often into the dark, her heart never strays from the
If anyone can win the hearts of...
No, where's all this praise coming from? Knock it off, guys. Sorry for holding you all up.
Over to you, Coochie.
So we've learned the stove god allegedly make Wangshuin is close by, so let's stop off there on the way over.
Forgive us, for this is where we must part ways.
Yes, best of luck. If you run in...
Let's go!
Now, which book to read today? Aha! How about this? Chongyun, pick a book, any book, and read it out loud to me, will you? That way, I can give my mind a rest.
Huh? That's why you brought me along?
Don't like that plan? Okay, then I'll read one for you.
Xingqiu, don't you think you have one too many frivolous books in your collection?
Okay.
Oh, really, Xingqiu?
There's Yanxiao!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Wangshuin is the best place to watch the movie. That's why all our rooms are already booked out.
Nice and spicy!
Oh, Traveler. Who are all the...
Friends of ours! Allow Paimon to introduce
Kuching?
Hi.
It's not that. It's... I mean, I'm just...
Look at that strong body, those powerful hands, and honest eyes. This guy must be a really great chef.
So, is there something I can help you with? You've come a long...
Let me fill you in.
Oh, okay.
Legends claim that the stove god once appeared at the Guili Assembly. As Wangshuin is the oldest extant building in this area, is there a room in this inn for storing books? And if there is, do any of them mention the stove?
Well, now that you mention it, we do have a fair few ancient texts here. I remember looking through an old recipe book once. If you are happy to wait here for a few... Oh, Traveler.
What is it?
What? No, I wouldn't take your money. We're all friends here. I just wanted to ask if you had...
A satisfying salad? What for?
Yeah, guy who hangs out on the roof terrace, you know? Good-looking fella, not too tall.
Shh! Don't you...
Oh, right. Yeah, the boss told me to take care of him, but this guy... Let me tell you, he is one tough nut to crack. He usually turns his nose up at everything that isn't almond tofu. But the boss tells me you once made him a satisfying salad, and it all went down so well. So, I was thinking, could you teach...
Oh, so this is for ship?
Well, that's life, right? You gotta look out for your own people. All right then, wait right here.
Clock is tick.
Sorry for the trouble, Traveler. Okay.
Here you are.
Thank you ever so much.
While Kuching's reading her book...
I'd love to come watch too, but I don't want to get in the way, so I'll
Okay.
Go ahead and get started.
That should do it.
All right, thanks for that.
You got all the steps down.
Of course. Don't forget.
Let's go see what Kuching and Xiangling are up to. Kuching, Xiangling.
You finished cooking? Good timing. We finished our reading too.
And?
Useful. There is a passage concerning the stove. I quote, 60 miles to the northwest is the Guili Assembly. When the stove god... This is a radically different account from the one...
One god became many.
Taking the text at face value, went out among the common folk and taught them to create fire. So did the stove god
Now that's a god who truly cared for their people.
So, we've got 2 leads, but they contradict each other. How do we...
By continuing our investigation and reserve... Thank you for this text.
It's my pleasure. Listen, you've helped me an awful lot. Not just today, but in the past.
Wow, he sure sounds confident and I really want to try his cooking. It's hard to refuse a generous offer. Yan Xiao, we await your...
Booba, get them! Everybody, please!
You think you own the blade?
I'll sit here with Gooba.
Here we are. That's everything you ordered.
It all smells amazing! I think I've met my fellow finalist.
It smells beautiful.
Strange. I never would have guessed that such a gifted chef worked here. This inn isn't particularly
Everyone likes a good meal, whether they're staying the night or just stopping by for a bite. We call it an inn, but the fact is it's much more than that. We have to cater to... Please enjoy your meal at your leisure.
Yan Xiao, are you taking part in this?
Huh?
Yup, I've signed up already, and I've got my eyes on the prize. Your cooking's delicious.
Ha! Interesting.
What was that?
No, it seemed more sportsman. Yup, he's a really talented chef. His food was excellent, and it showed he has a level-headed personality. That's the kind of chef that could be a match. I haven't had any competitive cooking experience since my cook-off with Brooke in Springvale. You're too kind. Guoba, what are you doing? Guoba's eating those were Kuching's. How could you steal them? Oh.
Huh?
You ate every last one? Oh, Guoba, I'm so sorry.
What's the big deal? We can just get it.
It's not the same, though. The moment's gone. Sure, you can eat something else, but you can never go back in. The dining experience is a trinity of emotion, food. I have to say, now that I'm gonna make it up to you, Kuching. I don't have high hopes for this. But equally, I don't want her feeling guilty. Okay, if you insist, there is one dish that perhaps... No problem. I'll get it to you when we're back in... Traveler, have you finished eating? Before we do anything else, let's head back to Liu...
After peak season, nothing will sell.
I need to go home to fetch my grandfather's note.
Great! I'll go get everything ready. Traveler, what about you?
Are you good? I actually have something to discuss.
Okay, gotcha.
Traveler, come here for a moment. I need your advice on something. What do I need?
Seriously?
What's so strange about it?
You're super smart, and you're always so sure of yourself.
Well, that's just ridiculous. Xiangling's always so warm and friendly with me. This time especially. And now she's desperate to do me a favor. I'm just not used to dealing with people who are so warm right from the get-go. How exactly am I supposed to respond to that? Oh, no.
What's making Kuching so self-conscious? Paimon thought nobody would be able to get under her skin.
Is it time?
Hey, we're here!
Hey, grab a seat. I'm just...
Oh, we're gonna do...
What is it?
But this is... Okay, so back at Longshu Inn, we noticed you...
Yup. Kaching's good-natured and easy to be around. The kind of person everyone...
You're a braver person than Paimon. The first time we met Kaching, Paimon found her...
You think so? I remember thinking straight away that she was really easy to get along with. Didn't you see her sneaking treats to Goba back at Longshu Inn?
Yeah, she's great. We know that now. We're just talking about
First impressions? Oh, okay.
We've eaten shellfish before, but...
Oh, you're missing out. I'll grill some for you another time. But anyway, Kaching's like... Not to mention that even after her favorite food was stolen away, she was still happy looking after Goba.
You make a good... You know, Xiangling's intuition for people seems really spot on.
All right, let's see. We're okay for carrots and crab, and we still...
Huh? What was that noise?
What's going on? What the...
It's the...
Excuse me. One shall be known as Adeptus.
Cloud Retainer.
Well spoken. One shall let this young lady's... A while it has indeed been, traveler. Does one surmise correctly? Ah. So even the illustrious traveler.
The theme?
The very same. Moonchase Fest. Let it be known that one...
A supreme cuisine what?
What's a supreme...
Patience. One's traveler. You are one who has witnessed much of the culinary world. When the day comes, one would be most pleased to...
Oh, so we're a...
That which is... I shall say no more and dwell here no longer. Await my word. Be there or beware.
This bird always disappears just as quickly as she shows up. Wait, not bird.
She seemed like someone very prestigious.
She definitely loved...
What are you all huddled together over here for? The Adeptus left already.
Yay! Kaching's...
Sorry I kept you waiting, Xiangling. This is the recipe from my grandfather's notes. They're not in the best condition, so rather than bring them out of the house, I just transcribed the recipe. Unfortunately, the texts my grandfather worked with were very old. Usually faded, damaged, or...
Oh, okay. Give me some time.
Sorry for the trouble.
You're all here?
That voice sounds familiar.
Sorry to interrupt your conversation. I was in the area by...
You mean Cloud Retainer? I saw her too. She just suddenly showed up right in the middle of the street. Whatever adeptal power that was, she certainly knows how to make an entrance.
Lady Kaching,
What is it, Ganyu?
No, it's nothing work-related. I wanted to ask about...
A personal matter? Involving me?
Please, Lady Kaching?
I
noticed Cloud Retainer was here for quite a while.
About your child?
What? Really? I was getting really worried. Once she gets talking to people, she tends to go off on all sorts of tangents. So I was worried she might have bored you with some stories about...
Your name didn't even come up, so you've nothing to...
Kaching, how are you not asking a bunch of questions right now? There's...
please.
Of course not. Whatever it is, I'm not curious, and If Ganyu has a secret and she wishes to keep it that way, nobody should make it their business to try and get it out of her. That's just basic decency.
Yes...
Kaching, thank you.
What's that got to do with... Honestly. Go on, you should be getting back now.
Oh my, you're right. I should. Okay, everyone. Please
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Don't worry, Ganyu. We will.
Thanks. Hope to see you again soon.
Just ignore her.
Hey, everyone! I just had an idea. It only occurred to me when that Adeptus showed up.
Ooh!
I don't want to assert either way.
But in that case, we should go...
Master?
She's over at Yujing Terrace. Come on!